Israeli commandos have stormed a Turkish-led flotilla trying to break the Gaza blockade to deliver supplies. It's understood as many as 19 people have been killed. Thousands of Turkish protesters are demonstrating in Istanbul against Israel's action. The government has called in the Israeli ambassador and warned of irreparable consequences in relations. We'll stay on this story now. The Israeli ambassador has been summoned, as we've just heard, to the Turkish Foreign Ministry to explain what is going on after the interception of the flotilla. And we've seen pictures of thousands of people in Istanbul protesting. Our correspondent Jonathan Head is on the line from Istanbul. The protests presumably continuing, Jonathan?
Well, they're building up again, David. We had some confrontations outside the Israeli consulate here in Istanbul early in the hours of the morning when the first clashes were reported. But now there are much larger numbers of people moving to a rally that's been called by the IHH, that's this big Islamic charity that was the key mover behind this convoy, to the heart of Istanbul, to Taksim Square. There are very large numbers of people on the streets at the moment who are gathering, and the Turkish government is also considering its response. It still doesn't have full details about how many Turkish citizens were killed or injured, but it's worth bearing in mind that 400 of the 600 activists on board the convoy were Turkish. Some of the ships were Turkish too. The main ship where the violence, the confrontation took place, is a Turkish cruise ship. So it certainly has the makings of a very big diplomatic spat between the two countries.
Do you have any idea, Jonathan, whether the Turkish government has been in contact with those leading this flotilla? Because we understand a large number of Turks involved, and given the number of times they were told not to proceed with this particular operation, one wonders if they might have been advised differently.
Well, the official view has been somewhat ambivalent, David. I mean, this government has made it clear for a very long time that it cares deeply about what happens in Gaza and is extremely critical of Israel. It's allowed relations with Israel to deteriorate quite sharply in the last couple of years because of its anger over the blockade. The official Foreign Ministry position is we have no official relationship with the convoy, but the Foreign Minister himself has said that he was making great diplomatic efforts to open the way for the convoy to get through to Gaza, and that there have been indeed a number of discussions with the Israeli authorities and other countries. So Turkey's kind of making it clear, this government, that they do sympathise with the convoy, and most people believe that there's a lot of sympathy within the governing party for IHH, this Islamic group, and for the plight of people in Gaza, and that the convoy could not have arranged itself with such good logistical support without at least tacit backing of the Turkish authorities.
Jonathan, thanks very much indeed.